What is going on, my friends? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can go check out the website. Always something going on. You get lost in that page. I tell you, I still do it. I go back because it's not just my videos anymore. I get lost in the forums, other people's posts. Go check it out. And you know what? Space news. We haven't done space news here in a while. I know I've been kind of slacking. Usually I try and do about every 2 weeks, just to have some space news because there's always good stuff coming out. And some of you like it. I get emails from some of you asking for it more often. Some people hate it. But this one's going to be a little bit special. And it's a little precursor to tomorrow night's one. This is going to be a Pluto space news because NASA today came out and they said, and it Mr. Alan Stern, Dr. Alan Stern, he's a NASA, he's in charge of the uh, New Horizons mission, came out while he was talking to some students at the University of, I think it was Alberta, Canada, and said some pretty amazing things about Thursday's releases of images and data that's going to come down. And it says, just like the NASA said, just like the headline here says, NASA set to make an amazing announcement about Pluto, senior scientists said. This is from the Independent in UK. I've got another couple websites up here, and since I haven't done a Pluto video where I really got in close, I might have done I can't even remember now. I got so much going on, just trying to keep track of everything and keep my full-time job. This is a hobby of mine. I can really pretty much only do it on night and some weekends. Now fall's coming and winter, and that's when I really kind of get into this. If you watch my channels in the past, you notice in the winter I put out a lot more videos. But the surface of Pluto. NASA is set to reveal an amazing discovery on Thursday. So Alan Stern basically said, he's the guy that runs the whole project, the New Horizons Pluto mission. He said this, and basically here's what he said. Last week, NASA unveiled new images of the surface of Pluto, which showed a landscape of mountains, craters, and gorges. And Stern said, NASA won't let me tell you what we're going to tell you on Thursday. It's amazing. Now that's a pretty stunning, pretty bold statement, especially after NASA really did not blow me away with the Mars statements or the Mars release of information and the big hoopla and let's get everybody on board. We're gonna have this press conference. We're gonna show you this water that pretty much anybody who's been watching my channel for a while or watch any of the people in our United Family of Anomaly Hunters videos knows that there are those surface flows on Mars. They've been there. They've been documented. Even NASA's documented them in the past. So, and what really ticked me off is after it, I put up the Curiosity rover shots that show the same exact thing on a smaller scale and how they just drove on by and didn't even test it. But then they come out with this announcement. But let me get off the soapbox here because maybe Alan actually has something to tell us. Maybe he could. This is getting interesting, guys. Now, here we go. That's Mr. Alan Stern right there. Here's what he said. As reported by The Guardian, Stern said, "The world is alive. It has weather. It has hazes in the atmosphere, active geology. Every week I am floored. There is no word yet on what the announcement could be, but with NASA taking the same line of secrecy as they did on their last big event, yeah, exactly what we were just talking about. However, a number of unknowns remain. Pluto has a vast mountainous dunes field, a multicolored surface, and a number of other mysterious features that have not been explained by science. I was on the Richard C. Hoagland, and I've been invited on his show 3 times now in the last month. It's been great. So I've met some really cool people through there. Keith Laney, I couldn't even just sit here, and Richard himself. It's been wonderful to meet these people and to take some of their knowledge in as we're going through some of this stuff. The Pluto show was pretty good that we did. We put on a Pluto show and we went over a lot of these images. And there is some cool stuff on Pluto. And here is the Guardian actual here. Images of Pluto and Charon continue to captivate NASA. This world is alive. And that's what I'm thinking the big hoopla is going to be. We're going to check back tomorrow. This is a two-parter. Space news 2 nights in a row. Can you believe that? Um, the news Here, let me read a little bit of this. The new space will reveal the latest data and photos of the planet and its moon from New Horizons spacecraft Thursday. So we're going to get a unprecedented collection of like data, pictures, just like we've been getting, which have been gorgeous. And at the end of this video, when I'm done talking, I'll show you some of them before we get going. This one's called the snakeskin. This alone has so many anomalies in it. We went over this really well in the show. The newest images and data from Pluto continue to astound NASA scientists, lead researcher Alan Stern said on Monday, telling University Hall that 2015 will be a year for textbooks forever. A year in textbooks forever. At this point, when mankind unveiled the world of its edge of its solar system, this world is alive. That statement alone, this world is alive. Like I said, it has weather, atmosphere, active geology. I'm pretty sure that's what the statement's going to be. They're going to come out and say, we can't figure out all the processes going on here. I mean, this planet is absolutely amazing, and it's pristine. It sits, I think, 17 degrees above the actual plane, so it's not getting hammered like Mars does. It's like a big ball of data just sitting there ready to be unveiled to us. And what will after after the Mars thing came out and it was just so weak, I don't have much faith in what this is going to be, but I'm very excited about it just to see, because when you know, either that or NASA's really looking for some money or something in the upcoming budgets. Maybe they're getting threatened to lose their funding. But let's see. The space agency plans to unveil new data and images on Thursday. We already said that. Charon's dark red pole poses an enigma to scientists, Stern said, admitting we don't know anything like it in our solar system. We don't know if it's a stain, if it's material, or if it's something else. The moon shows a variety of terrains, including a canyon that runs 1,500 miles across the moon's face, 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon, and it places twice as deep as the American Gorge, which cuts a mile deep into the earth on average. And I have a lot of people who watch my videos from overseas. If you ever get to America and make it out to Arizona and make it to that area, go see the Grand Canyon. It is all inspiring. I've got some really good pictures I took out there too. So we're not only talking about Pluto, we're talking about its moons that we're also looking at. It could be anything tomorrow. So I'm very excited to see what this is going to be. An internal water ocean could have frozen long ago, and the resulting volume change could have led Charon cracking open, allowing water-based lavas to reach the surface at that time. Basically, they don't know what the coloring is at the top of the moon here. It's going to be very interesting. Similarly, recent images from Pluto continue to amuse and delight the researchers. One photo shows a bizarre landscape of rolling and groove mountains about 333 miles across, nicknamed Snakeskin by NASA scientists and described by Bill McKinnon as a NASA geology and geophysics researcher as more like tree bark or dragon scales than geology. It really is cool. And I've got that picture on here, and I hope I've got it queued up I can show you. Also, this is the high resolution, and these pictures are gorgeous coming back. I can't believe the quality for how far it is and how long it's taking this data to come back. How beautiful it is. This right here is the Sputnik Platinum. The Planum, I think is how you say that word. Newly downloaded images also revealed a startling array of colors all over the dwarf planet. I think we could call Pluto a planet again. On the Snakeskin Mountains, informally named Tastaros dorsa, let's do this together. Tartarus dorsa. The rippled pattern of ridges trowels alternative between blue-gray heights and the reddish material, possibly sediment, in the grooves between. Spencer said the surface showed a rainbow of pale blues, yellows, oranges, and deep reds, and that many landforms had their own distinct colors, each potential clue about the landscape's origins. So they're saying it's alive. They're saying there's an atmosphere because you can see the atmosphere here. And they think it's ice and it's just totally frozen over because where it sits in our solar system, it should be. So what if it's not? What if it's not? What if it's not totally frozen in certain parts? Maybe that's where some of this color comes from. Who knows? Basically, when someone says it's alive, you just don't think icy world. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it tomorrow. Now let's take a look at some of these pictures that we've brought back. This is just amazing. These are all coming back from the New Horizons. All sorts of neat stuff. This was the frozen lake right here, supposedly. Bam, make this a little bigger. And if you look in here, there's just all sorts of interesting things. This isn't a huge image. This is I can't even get the scale on this one, but it's not totally huge. But even here, it looks like an inland lake right there. This could have been somewhere else in our solar system at one time and basically been like Earth. And who knows? It has an atmosphere. It still could be very much like certain parts of Earth. It's kind of cold down south, up north. Who knows? Here's the haze that comes off of it. This is a composite here, composite image. Pretty interesting. Now this was a map they put out, just kind of showed as it goes through. A lot of the raw data I download, so that's why I have a lot of these. Look at this stuff. Look at the, oh, come on, come back. Look at the geometry. It's enough to blow your mind, I tell you. Let's see the low altitude. This is the haze. You can see through the haze here. Oh, there it is. Here's the one with the haze. Here's the one with the atmosphere. Look at that. Tell me that's not cool. Just sit back and check that out. Hit pause if you want to. Beautiful. Now here's the snakeskin one they were talking about. This thing is just cool. What is this doing? Look at the colors of it. It, it, it looks like it has been touched by the hand of something. And I'm telling, that's my opinion. And when I say that, I'm taking a look at places like up here where you've got very interesting geometry. Look at that. It comes in around like a hook. It comes down. Almost looks like it's been planned out, parts of it. Snake skin, they called this. There's another piece to this that, yeah, when you start coming down here on Mr. Here it is right there. Snake skin. Tell me this doesn't just look like a city. It has a layout of it here. It's got the shape. It comes along. It turns up. It comes over. I see what I see, you see what you see. But look at the color everywhere. Look at the shadows. I mean, we're looking at a very interesting planet. Dwarf planet, sorry. I grew up, I'm about to turn 35 October 14th. Uh, 35, October 13th, 14th. It won't be long. And I was told that Pluto was a planet, and I'm ready to start it. We want Pluto back as a planet because it is the New Horizons delivered some amazing things back. Here's supposedly the ice ocean here. See, it's got cracks in it, and this looks just like when we really pull this up. There, we have some really high resolution shots. It looks like it used to be oceanfront property at one time. The geometry, and you can check out the Other Side of Midnight website. We did the show on there with Richard C. Hoagland and Keith Laney. A couple other really good, talented people were on there, and I've been meeting so many people now. I'm just so excited to be able to be part of it. Richard, I know a lot of people have certain views on Richard. I've always watched his work. I've been very wasn't this he was what got me into the anomalies. Hearing him on Coast to Coast was I was driving up from Florida to uh, Maryland when I was younger for a trip. So that's when I started thinking about the anomalies. I started looking at it, found his tapes out there, and now who would have thought we were looking at these really images of Mars we thought were real cool. Look at the sharp data we're getting from Pluto, way out there. So, and we got one more here. I'll show you. Just too cool. So, what do you guys think? We've got probably 24 hours before this next video come out. Space News 2, if I call it that. It's been a while since we've done Space News, and this isn't a full Space News. I'll give you guys the Space News here soon, I promise. I'm working on a couple other features for the, I'm working on different content for the channel. I want to keep doing the anomaly videos as always. I want to get some interviews. I want to do the comment show I've been talking about, and where I basically go through and answer some of your comments or questions, and put some of the funny ones up there that people leave, and even some of the insane ones that, you know, threaten. There's so much good stuff. It really is amazing. Putting yourself out on YouTube, you've got to have very, very thick skin. I learned that pretty early in the YouTube game. Uh, if you're a new subscriber, check back. Go. I've got 600 videos now with all sorts of cool anomalies in them. Space news back then. You could probably skip all that stuff. The anomaly videos is where is that, because there's documented. There's links there. I made sure I put links. If you go to the website, same thing. There's an article with enhanced images, just like I enhanced the images on the thing when I'm actually doing the video. So you're going to get a lot more on the website, and you can see the video on the website as well. But look at this, the shapes of this stuff out here. So what is Mr. Alan Stern going to say? Comment below. Let me know what you think he's going to say. I'm kind of dumbfounded here about it. I don't know what to think. I'm just excited that something's going to come out. Hopefully, I got so excited about that Mars thing, and boy, was I upset when they started talking about those flows, because those flows, when they came down, I was calling people over at NASA. We were asking people, please call NASA, tweet to NASA, and they never answer us. Um, we're all kooks, so maybe Mr. Stern will be the kook tomorrow, and he'll teach us say something, that the most dwarfest, furthest planet out there is alive. That's what he said. It's alive. That's a heck of a statement. There you are, Pluto and its moon from New Horizon. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. All right, guys. Much love to you. I let this one run way too long. I'm working on putting together also the Mars. I was on the Hoagland show again for a Mars special just the other night, and they're going to let me put it up. Uh, there's so many copyright things and all that good stuff, but I got to go ahead. I'm putting it together, so we're going to have that so you can watch that. It's 2 hours. I had a lot of fun on it. I think you guys will enjoy it. Tomorrow, let's get back together and check out and see what we think this stuff is. Well, we're going to see what Alan Stern says first, then we'll go from there, because maybe he will blow our minds. I wouldn't I wouldn't put I wouldn't bet the farm on it, but just give us a little something, something. All right, guys, much love to you. Hope you're having a good one. Space news. It's been a while. Like I said, sorry guys. I apologize that I haven't been on the ball with a lot of these things, but it comes and goes in waves. We're about to hit fall. There's no more grass to mow. There's no more pool to take care of. I've got a full-time job, which is I'm an IT director for a health company, which we have, 30 offices. So there's a lot going on in my day job. But when I come home at night, I like to dedicate some time to you guys. And sorry I haven't done the space news stuff, but I thought this one was a cool one to come back and show you guys. Link the articles, at least go from there. It wasn't good that at least, let's see here, one of these articles, when I was reading it, had some, where was it? It was, and then we'll get you going. One of the first things had, they didn't hit spell check, and I do that on mine every once in a while too. Let's see. I shouldn't even be showing you this. I'm just wasting your time now. Where is it? But it was pretty funny, I must say. This world is alive, Stern said. It has weather, it has hazes in the atmosphere, active geology. Every week I'm floored. Where was that word? It was so blatantly earlier when I was reading it. And then I never read the whole thing to you guys, so I didn't see it. But a lot of these websites, just like I say, when I do it, I'm pushing to get the information out to you guys. So either way, much love to you and your family, you and yours, whoever that may be, your cat, your dog, your hamster, your whatever. It doesn't matter. Your NASA gerbil from Mars. Either way, I hope you're having a good one. We're going to keep rock and rolling over here at What's Up in the Sky 37. definitely over at the website. Got some really good people over there. And if you're interested in helping us out, maybe writing some articles, sharing your work, shoot me an email, will@willfarrar.net. As always, send your anomaly images to will@willfarrar.net. I will always take them, look them over. I may not get back to you right away because we do get a lot of, I get a lot of email there. I just don't have the time to get back to everybody. But I do try. I surely do. I've given up on the comments, trying to reply to everybody's comments, but we're putting a little what's up in the sky news with the Pluto space news tonight. I just want you guys to know I got a lot of good plans here. We're going to keep moving forward. I'm trying to better the channel, really hone in on what's an anomaly, not go too crazy. Some of my earlier videos, I had, you know, I I had a lot of fun and a lot of imagination, but now I'm really trying to hone in on the good stuff. And if you watch my last 10 videos, I really think we have hit the nail right on the head. I don't think you could debate that a lot of these images look like they're absolutely destroyed things on Mars. So go back, check it out. You can go back 600 videos if you like to start there. I have people that are doing it. As we speak, it's funny. Every day I'll get a comment as they go through their videos. So however you do it, there's some good content out there. And if you check the website out, there's some good content. Also, if you on my page, people I support, they've got great content. So enough to keep you here busy for the cold winter will keep you busy. So, all right, guys. Once again, much love to you. Take it easy. Peace.